computer. This is Lieutenant Commander Data.
Hi everyone, I'm back. Just a reminder, I'll add some high-res photos periodically through the video so you have a close-up view. I wanted to update you on a few things. This is the trip-itch of Zach photos in frames. The frames were painted with black gesso, then metallic paints, and finally a gloss of Sculpey glaze covering. I glued the frames to the photos, sealed and glued to recycled silver cardboard. I then added the laminating medium on top of the pick and let it dry on a flat surface. They look really, really cute on a ribbon for a necklace.
You will experience fear. Fear in the face of certain death.
This is the Spock on a rock. I painted the rock around the photo with Mica Paint. And then glaze the entire surface with the laminating material. I'm going to add some wire art to hold the rock for a necklace focal point.
Intriguing.
This is a Spock bracelet I made with the framed, painted, and laminated pick. I attached it to a distressed looking chain and added a clasp.
Startling. Quite extraordinary, in fact.
Here are a few Zach and Zach character crafts that I finished. This is the laminated Spock pin, framed with a gold jewelry ring finding and a pin finding on the back. Also a Zach pin, glued to a circular wooden piece and laminated. I found some really cool foil to encircle the piece. I also added glued a pin finding to the painted back. Lastly, the rimmed and laminated Siler pick. This one I glued a circle of size 8 beads around the circumference and added a very small size 15 seed beads and picot beading to those beads. There's a loop at the top to serve as a bail for a necklace.
If you would clarify, Minister, to what disadvantage are you referring?
Here's some currently working Brent Spiner crafty things. Brent and his characters are a new muse, actually resurrected from a mad Brent Spiner crush I had a few years ago. Here's Brent as Data and Lore. Again, I seal the pics with paper glaze and glue them to cardboard. I add the circle frames and triple thick laminating glaze. It comes out very glossy, smooth, and nice. On this Data pick, I also added a tiny bit of luminescent paint to the picture and mica paint to the frame. The entire thing was then laminated with the laminating glaze.
Law. Right.
I've been experimenting with the Glossy Accents laminating glaze, and here are a few of those projects. Here's Jim Parsons' pick. He's a little yummy moon pie. Just want to huggle him up here. Inside a loop circular finding. And the Data Lore pick was glued inside a scrapbooking frame. The frame was gessoed and painted with metallic paints first. I also added some scrapbooking paper with glitter, you can see it in there, to the front and the back. And I laminated the pick and paper with the glossy accents. I added writing with an artist pen to the back, and I'll be laminating that part too. I wanted to see if this laminating material always needed a frame for structure. This is a pick that the coloring was a little bit off, but it served the purpose for this experiment. I slowly let the glaze cover the pick from the center in slow circular movements until it was 9/10 covered. I then tilted the pick slightly to have the glaze go to the edges of the photo, and I dried it on a flat surface for a few days. It came out great, and this opens up a whole new way of working with this laminate.
I love you, brother.
Goodbye, Lore.
Here are some wood pieces with Collage Pauge made by Traci Bautista. And there are several layers of this, and I like the effect. I'll be using this on several other collage projects that I do have working.
depends on an understanding of the relativistic curvature of space-time.
Lastly, to show you that I do work on other items besides my obsessions, here are some still pics of those other things that I've done.
Live long and prosper.
I want to thank everybody for watching, have fun crafting, and as always, take care.
I'm getting ready to fall. I'm sitting on top of the world, just rolling along, just rolling along.
We will have to continue this another time. End program.